Put on your dancing shoes. It doesn't matter what else you choose to wear, as long as you can move without a care. Lace up those beat-up sneaks and get out among the freaks tonight. You lay it all out there. All the scene has changed and the tunes are strange, but the wind's lifting your feet, and the young ones stare at your old pals out there, but you're carried by the beat. You wanna be free. Deep from the heart you scream, I hope someone remembers me for a little while longer. You wish you could unsee friends and caskets and they're way too young to be. You wish you could have been stronger. Oh, the walls are repainted, old photos are faded, but you're used to time by now. Keep the darkness at bay with another cliche, get yourself another road. Say regrets are for suckers, but you're just retired out. No, with love melts away when you leave here someday.
Hello everybody, you got it dialed to CUKF 105.7 Fake Radio. It's that non-existent station where the host performs all the content. I'm trying something new here. Normally I do these broadcasts over on Twitch, and indeed I'm still doing them over on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Jomsie, Jawmsie. If you're watching this at press time, then I'm going to be back on the air over there for some bedtime stories later, because some people like the way I talk, I guess. But right now, we're just playing through some originals. So I'm going to play another one. This is called Great Place. This is a song just about all the shit people said to me when I moved away from my hometown of Medicine Hat, Alberta, back in like 2014, 2015.
Hell seeped up out of the basement, got into the people's brains. No one ever tried to contain it. They just push the wreckage through the grates. Take some of this, it'll help you quicker. You don't wanna be another bum. See, in 20 years we'll both still be bastards. This is a great place to be from. Pack up all your things, throw out the big stuff. If you don't mind, I'll keep that chip. If you break orbit, I'll sure miss you. If you find you can't, at least that's it. You know, I bet you think you're better than all of us. Well, now that you said it, I believe it's true. If you happen to visit, I'll be at our own house. Of course, I'd have to kill you if you ever do. I hope in time we're not so bitter, even if we never meet again. I got the bill, get your ass out of here. Just promise you won't forget your friends. Take the long way out, the view'll be better. I know that you think we're all just scum. Looks like the door already hit you. This is a great place to be from.
That's a tune called Great Place. I forgot the words multiple times on that one. It's been a while since I played it. But that will be on my next record, which currently is titled Tales from the Hole. It got its name from a place I was living in through November, because when I moved away from Medicine Hat, I went to Edmonton. I stayed there for 10 years, and now I'm out in Ottawa. And it took a bit to get settled out here. And for 1 month before I got into this lovely apartment, I had to stay in a place that was, a shithole, and that's where the record got its name. And I just realized I never added this song to my requests list. So, I'm going to quickly chuck this one in the queue, because I think it makes sense to play this track next. This is a tune called Communing with Roaches. And I think it's a very, very fun song.
There's a couple blankets on the couch, covering up the crimes of a sour perpetrator. Anything you're plugging will fall out. Things come out of the walls and flops like this. But something's better than nothing, and the bugs stay out of my bed. 'Cause I commune with the roaches, and we reached an understanding. I tried to be empathetic, 'cause I know what it's like to scuttle underfoot, and the roaches were here long before me, and the roaches will be here long after. There's a couple candles strewn about, synthesizing the sense of nature. Share around the back doors just for show. No one wants in here that bad, but it's a place of refuge from the creatures on the surface. Even vermin like me can get there. I commune with the roaches, and they reached an understanding. They tried to be empathetic, 'cause they know what it's like to rip about your roots, and the roaches were here long before me, and the roaches will be here long after it's their home. It's the roaches' home night, mine.
Oh man, that song is gonna be so much fun on the record. I'm getting a bunch of my friends together, and I'm gonna have them sing in their silliest, squeakiest voices and be like a roach choir. So like for the chorus, like with the roaches were here long before me. I'm gonna have my buds come and be like,
Before you, long after.
it's gonna be so dumb, and it's gonna be so good, and I'm really excited about it. I promise I don't write all of my songs in C and D, but like the next 2 tracks are also in C. Just it's fine, all right? Here's a tune called Rose-Colored Crassness, because I was challenged to write an angsty song, like a really angsty song, and I was like, have you met me? Have you met me? I was the angstiest fucking teen, dude. So I channeled that shit, and I wrote this one. This is called Rose-Colored Crassness.
Getting out of beds and trousers, radio says to rise and grind. I got half of mine. Shove his fingers in a buffing wheel, and your apocalyptic tear charge starting to take shape. You can't decide if a zombie or a bombing would be better than our silly little lives. Well, I regret to inform you there's no cosmic threat that'll take you away from your days and your debts. I'll come up roses after we swallow the thoughts. Repetitive stress and repeated requests, and another mistext from your boss or your soon-to-be ex about overtime. Exacerbates the dish pile. Check out Express for a meal with no mess, but it tastes like the person who made it. He's also depressed, and your stomach hurts worse than normal. But the shapes on the wall say that it could be worse, but they'll beat you to death if you don't join that church. It's so interesting to be you.
Yeah, that one needs a bit more time in the oven, but it's fun. It's a fun and stupid song. Here's one I put out a couple years ago. This was just a single. This is my tune Skin and Bones. bones. And I can't say it any other way but skin and bones because, well, that's the cadence of it in the song. Here is my song, Skin and Bones. See, it sounds stupid.
It's time to switch the bottle for a few breaths of fresh air. But if you eat too much of it, you might lose all your hair. Where did my day go? Why did you take it from me? I don't want it back, I just wanna know what you did with it. I am raw skin and bones, not old. You say I look great. Maybe if I ate something I could carry on this way. Situation's normal, babe. I've always been this far. I wish I could explain why I'm so scared when I wake up. Where did my money go? Why did I give it to you? I guess it's all gone. There's no point in knowing what you spent it on. I wish I was tired in some meaningful way. It's times like this a person could take stock of what they've said. There's lots of cheaper ways to slow the spinning in your head. Where did my year go? Why didn't I notice it? It's for the best, it's all in the past. With the rest of them if I wanted change, I would start on it today. It's easier this way.
I was drinking a lot and sleeping a lot when I wrote that tune. And now I'm still sleeping a lot, but I'm not drinking at all. It's been like coming up on 3 years since the last time I had a drop of booze. That was not the case, though, when I wrote this song, Summer Jam. I went out, this was right at the beginning of the pandemic, and this is off of an EP that's out now, by the way, this tune, Summer Jam. It's off of my record called I Can Afford Therapy Now. When I wrote this one, it was literally like 3 a.m., and I had come home from just going on a walk, during the course of which I got absolutely blasted. And this was in the first summer of COVID. And the thing that everybody was saying to what we called frontline workers, people, you know, at cash registers and stuff, you know, was just, you're not invincible. And I was just like, fuck you! And I wrote this.
Dance throwing a rager and the whole crowd is invited. There's nothing else to do, so see you there. There's Everclear, a lot of beer and pot back in the corner. So pick your poison and slam it down and stop fighting for air. And I'm gonna play this song real loud, and hopefully we can all drown our sorrows into something that won't kill us right away. I know I'm not invincible, and honestly, I'm counting on it, but we can sit and watch the sunset one last time today. The only way I know how is through, and no matter what they say to you, I'm telling you right now that I was sick. Yeah, there's a buzzing in my ear, and it's very nearly always here, but I'll make it go away with just won't true. I'm gonna play this song real loud, and hopefully we can all drown our sorrows into something that won't kill us right away. I know I'm not invincible, and honestly, I'm counting on it, but we can sit and watch the sunset one last time today. I'll be the first to say that I'm out of hell, but I love this hedonistic lens. I'm gonna jump, see you if I live. Song real loud, and hopefully we can all drown our sorrows into something that won't kill us right away. I know I'm not invincible, and honestly, I'm counting on it, but we can sit and watch the sunset one last time today. So that's a happy little song. Yeah. All right. And that leads us to this next track. This is a newer one. This is also going to be off of my next record, off of Tales from the Hole. This is called Hazy Days, and you don't need the backstory. It's just a good song. I just tried to write a good song, and I think I did. Smoke about it, wish I could still drink to drown this. Never thought we'd love this long. Shouldn't have to die to stop it. Wish I knew just what to call this. It's a shame we've had to be so strong. You looking over your shoulder lately? I never ever thought that you were crazy. We slipped and fell back into our old daydreams. 'Cause everything is getting kinda hazy. Looking on your shoulder lately. I never ever thought that you were crazy. We slipped and fell back into our old daydreams. 'Cause everything is getting kinda hazy. There we go. It's my tune, Hazy Days.
Up next, we're going to do a really new song. I don't know if this one is a single. I don't know if this is just something I play live. But this is a real song. This is a song about something that happened. It's a song about a lot of things that happened all at once. But the inciting incident was a real thing where I was just... I was wearing these shoes that were beat to shit, and I needed to throw them out. But, like, you know when you get a pair of shoes and, like, you've had them for, like, a year or two, and you just really break them in, and they're just comfy? That's what these shoes were like. But they also just, like, were falling the fuck apart, and they were becoming a hazard to my safety. And when I was out one day with a buddy of mine back in Edmonton, taking his dogs for a walk, I rolled my ankle real bad walking down a hill because the shoe. Even though I had these shoes just reefed down, laces tight, laces tighter than, I don't know, the wind of a cuckoo clock. Even though I had these laces just really fucking reefed down, the shoes were still kind of slipping around on my feet, which is what just get new shoes. But I didn't, and it's fine because we got this song out of it, and I got rid of those shoes.
I was wearing out some worn-out sneakers that I liked a lot, and I twisted my ankle. I just cut a bite, another pair if I wanted, but I wanted something to stay the same. I can always hear the hum of everything that I've done to myself. I get a shiver every time I see good whiskey on the shelf. I haven't drunk a drop in plural years now. Guess that's healing, I'm healing, we're both dealing. I'm trying it for feelings, I'm not crying and it's now because I'm scared it's you as hell. I don't wanna ruin your hair. Pain shooting up righty, probably could have headed back to the car right when I fell, but it was kinda far already, and the summer's really nice, I paid the price. Might as well get them gains. Dogs are having a good day. I miss you so fucking much. I used to hope no one would miss me. Now I miss being that out of touch. Guess that's healing, I'm healing, we're both dealing. I'm trying it for feelings, I'm not crying and it's now because I'm scared, it's stupid as hell. I don't wanna ruin your hair. Healing, I'm sure healing, we're both dealing. I'm trying names for feelings and I'm still not crying. But what's it to you if I'm holding back my tears?
There you go.
Wear something shaped like hope. Laughter's going up in smoke. Sit with me, breathe in the air. Sometimes it hurts, but we'll just after dead to get tomorrow. Wake up angry, wake up scared, wake up sober, still as worse for wear as we were before. Death is coming for us all. Hand me a hot dog, Our stockpiles of unhealthy coping mechanisms always look so tantalizing in the woods. Then I'll go back on home and have to reckon with that shoebox full of plans to put a stop to them for good. Well, we got tired. We'll wake up with no clarity, yeah. We'll stoke the fire, spit out our morning coffee's grounds and try to look inspired though. Death is coming for us all. Hand me a hot dog. At least the crackling of the logs lightens the load of night. Pull up closer, it's not time for you to fight this, fight this. Always something out there, looming not here. There's something else out back that tries to drag you down with it. Death is coming for us all. I made you a hot dog. That's a tune about getting utterly shit-canned in the woods and having a panic attack. Or at least that's the story I'm telling. Yo, Jory, what's up, man? This little tune here is another COVID tune. It's about this guy I met at probably like 3 or 4 a.m. in the summer of 2021. I was freshly unemployed. My insomnia was wicked. And I would just go on these long bike rides. Well, one day I wasn't really paying attention to where I was going, and I wound up in kind of a bad part of Edmonton. Place where you don't really want to be alone in the middle of the night. And this one guy, who was making his home on the streets, agreed with that idea. He didn't want to be alone either. He asked me to spend some time with him until the sun came up, just sitting on this park bench. And I had a knife on me, so I figured, well, if this guy's trying to rob me, I can deal with it. He wasn't trying to rob me. He was just worried about me. He also wasn't playing with a full deck of cards, though. He had some serious delusions going on. And I never saw him again. I hope he's doing okay. I hope he got some help. But this is a tune about him. Don't look out at the lights. You don't want them to see your face. Don't go down that alleyway, or they'll take you to some faraway clandestine place. Stick with me here, hang around, fella. I can tell that you know to this part of town. Stick close, buddy. Hang around, amigo. I'll show you the ropes if you let me. Take a sip of this if you're so inclined. It takes an adjure, seven off your mind. Go course, I guess you might wanna stay sharp. I'm a real big deal out here, boy. Only after dark. Stick with me here. Hang around, fella. I can tell that you know to this part of town. Stick close, buddy. Hang around, amigo. I'll show you the ropes if you let me. These are confusing days. Exactly how I was to say. Boy, I'm glad you're not out here on your own. At least it's one of these nights. Think we'll avoid the fights. If you're lucky, your scars will be for sure. Stack with me, girl. Hang around, fella. I can tell that you know to this part of town. Stack close, buddy. Hang around, amigo. I'll show you the ropes if you let me.
There we go. That's a tune of mine called "I Regret to Inform You That I'm Not Unhoused." What I failed to mention in my little preamble story there is that I was riding this Peugeot from the 70s, beat to shit. I was wearing ripped up clothes. I had this windbreaker from the 60s on that had been my grandfather's. I looked homeless, and this guy thought I was homeless too. I wasn't, of course. And he kept trying to give me booze and advice, and I refused the booze and humored the advice. And he was a good guy. He was a good guy. He was a little confused, but he was a good guy. You love to see it. Kept talking about how he. I feel like I'm making fun of this guy, but I'll just never forget him being like, "Look, man, I can protect you from anything, but I can't do shit about the Queen, man." And I was just like, okay. Cool, dude. Yeah. He was a good dude. He was a real good dude. I hope he's safe. There's a man out there, and he's just like me. And if we ever meet, we're gonna kill each other. With the seemingly supernatural synchronicity, we will both take a knives into the other's jugulars. Well, I know he's Pluto, and he knows I'm scheming, and that's inevitable. Like a raging bull. It's a long time coming, but we're both still running and trying to prolong it out. We don't wanna fall. Rivers always meet the ocean, even though I hate the notion. There's a man out there and he's just like me, and we've been circling just like reluctant vultures. Well, it's a fight that's planned, never burst down, and when it happens, neither of us will recover. And in that silent final gasping moment we share, our eyes are made, deep complete, nothing to say. So that's a tune called Kill Your Double. This next one is something that's still kind of in the oven. Another song that gets filed under the category of tunes that happened to me. It's just about one night. Where I was having a lot of trouble sleeping. And I would get myself comfy. And then another verse would occur to me, and so I'd wake up again and write the next verse of the song. And one thing led to another, and it was almost 4 a.m. And I decided I was going to sleep in and catch an Uber to work instead of catching the bus, and so did the math. Looked at my receipt. Writing this song cost me $19.44. That's with a tip included for the driver. And that's where the title comes from. Some nights it feels better sleeping on the couch. That's too much. Creature comforts have portability. A pour a cup of tea and try to sleep. Would you believe me? Said I'm feeling better. Got a lot to lose now. I'm always thinking about how every little thing feels like it's gonna bring the other shoe that's got its string tied through some scissors which snip the thread of the sword of Damocles. Got the weighted blanket 'cause people said it helps. Bought some melatonin, but the bottle says it's probably too late for me to take it now. Every little trip feels like it has been over the bucket counterweight that stays the seaside, that sends the bowling ball into the lever which pulls the trigger, lets off Chekhov's gun. It's getting close to 3 now. Gotta get my ass to work. I'll have drip coffee, maybe some instant, and an espresso. Drag my ass home and wonder why I cannot sleep. There we go. The original title of that song was What was the original title of that song? It had one. Oh yeah, it was just called Sleeping on the Couch, but I told a friend, a songwriter friend, a story of that one, and she was just like, okay, but like, live your emo band dreams and name it that, because that's fucking hilarious. And, you know, it is. So I did. All right, up next. Another tune that happened to me, though this one I wrote in hindsight after I got sober. This is a tune called Too Drunk to Taste These Nachos. It's about 3 separate nights. My goodness. Wow, don't have to trim that fingernail. My goodness, hold on a second.
I broke a nail. I broke a nail.
And it's flopping around. So I'm just gonna quickly deal with that. And we'll be right back with a song called Too Drunk to Taste These Nachos. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. When you don't play with a pick. When you don't play with a pick, you just chew up your fingers on the strings. And like, you know, a reasonable person would say, hey, dickweed, start playing with a pick. But it's been like 15 years of me doing this. I'm just gonna keep on bleeding, man. You can take the man out of the punk rock, but you can't take the punk rock out of the man. Somebody actually asked me to go and play this at an open stage on Wednesday. This song specifically. They wanted this one, and they wanted the Roaches song from earlier. So on Wednesday night, I'm gonna go to a place called Atomic Rooster and play Communing with Roaches and Too Drunk to Taste These Nachos. Real fucking winning set list there. But when somebody asks you to go to a venue and play a couple songs that you wrote, you fucking do it.
I am too drunk to taste these nachos, but I'm sure they could be great. I've never known just how to start to clean this bag off my plate. I didn't want to do this to myself today. I put up my hair so I don't need someone to hold it back for me. I put on a record so the quiet wouldn't be so different. I'd do anything to not have to think. Everything keeps battling up around me. Guess I'll make a nest in there. Cover all my scars with fresher scars and then complain when they urge. Bring out the worst in me, but I sure could use the company. Stand on the balcony and hope the lightning finally strikes. guess I better go to bed. Everything keeps battling up around me. Guess I'll make the nest and then cover all my scars with pressure scars and then complain when they or let you bring out the worst in me. But I sure could use the company.
There we go. That's my tune. Too drunk to taste these nachos. And we're going to close out today. With a song that I wrote, I guess like 2 years ago. This one's going towards somewhere at the beginning of the next record. This will be from the beginning of Tales from the Hole. And this one's also about a series of events. It's actually about it's about a few of the people that made me realize I kind of wanted to live in my current city. And just little moments where like... I hate to describe it like this because it makes me sound like I was so much worse off than I was. But like... It was very much like when you go to like... the SPCA or like whatever animal shelters in your area. And like you just like put like a lethal treat through like the grate of the kennel for a really nervous dog. Just be like, hey, you can just take it in your own time, little dude. You know, I won't even look. You know, that's kind of what like. That's kind of what it felt like people were doing with me. Where the inciting incident of this song, story-wise, like within the text of the song, was I was supposed to go over and do a show with somebody, and like in Edmonton, you lock your fucking doors, and when somebody comes over, they usually text you. You don't hit the doorbell, you know. So I arrived at the time I said I was going to arrive, and I sent the thing like, all right, hey, I'm here. And like, for me, like, I'm a vampire. I simply must be expressly invited in when I arrive. And so I stood out there for like probably 15 minutes. I was there like 10 minutes early. And then they were finally just like, the friend came down to like, dude, it's a fucking door. Just come in next time. And so there was a bit of that. And the chorus of this song just came through something I mumbled to myself after a show that I played in my last apartment, where I'd been sitting on this for hours and my ass hurt. So there you go. And there's lots of other little things in there. There's like a snippet from a Tom Waits interview that I heard one time. This is just a weird song about people being nice to me.
It's a real nice jaunt out to this place. I'd hate to come in and use up too much space. Course I could never say that to your face. Oh, all of this is new to me. The ground feels more unsteady when I'm not out to sea. But if you're sure I should come in, well, I suppose I could make space for a chair in my heart. I didn't mean to make this out so hard, but I think that I might be much too warm. I I never really tried to get out of the storm, and when I have to run back out, I have nowhere to run because I can feel it in my ribs. The cracks are much older. Unplug a pliers. Still takes up room on the counter. Shift it over for the kettle. The clutter only gets louder. Our specialty implements are great for entertaining. These constant assurances must get draining. But I would still like to make space for a chair in my heart. And if I do some washing up, I might accept a hot meal. If I jolt awake on the couch, I try not to say sorry. And I promise I'll come back to see it before the new year.
Now, I know I said that was going to be the last one, but I realized that a couple of people have been asking me to put this actual closing song, and I promise this is the actual closing song, on YouTube for a while now. So, that's just what's going to happen. I'm going to play this last one. This is called Overdue. This song is about the week that made me realize I needed to move out here. It's also about the actions of one extremely selfish person. And the simmering, seething rage that I felt due to the fallout of what they did. Because I was out here, I was supposed to be out here for a week. And they'd been out here with the rest of the pals for about a week prior. And a few of the pals out here are immunocompromised, but that didn't stop this piece of shit from knowingly getting on a plane and flying out to see them while infected with COVID. And you know, some people have different opinions on that shit. For me, I'm a singer. I need my voice. My friends are singers. They need their voices, and the immunocompromised ones were in real danger of not getting their voices back. So I hope that piece of shit is real happy that they got to meet us all. But anyway, I wrote this song through all the anger and the pain and all that shit. Because as soon as I learned that I was probably gonna come down with the Roni, I made a snot lollipop. I made sure that it was safe for me to do so. I double masked, and I hopped on a plane right back home, and instead of spending time with friends and collaborating and singing and cooking and making music and just generally having a good time, I was locked in my home studio. Because that was the furthest room away in that house at the time from everybody else who I might make ill. And I rode out the sickness and I worked remote. wrote this song. For the people who I couldn't comfort in person. For the people who I couldn't spend time with the way that we were supposed to. Getting through the end of the world wasn't very hard. We sat together and played cards and made the best of what we were dealt, and asked ourselves what we could do, since life destroyed all that we know. I watched it burn with. You often find that you're not heard. You try to act like you're not hurt and say, at least we have our health. You feel like pain's what you deserve. Kindness makes you feel like dirt. You can't blame yourself this time. And I try to tell myself they don't make punishments for feeling fine. I hope that if I say it out loud, you might believe it too. And I got this nasty feeling working its way up my spine, but I don't mind at all. We were due for a fall. I guess that should make everything alright, but there's no finish line in sight. There we go. That's my tune, Overdue. And that's kind of a dour note to end the show on, so let me see if I got any other originals I want to play. Because that's an angry fucking song. And that's a bad fucking story. Damn, I pretty much played through my entire back catalog just now. That's pretty cool. Oh, hey, here we go. Here we go. We'll wrap out with a tune that I wrote when I was a teenager, called I Left My Heart in Middle Earth. You can't be mad after hearing this song. At least I don't think you can. All right. Woo! That's a bit too much reverb. This is why I don't touch the faders when I'm live. I just kind of use the solos and the mutes. I remember the day that I came across the beauty in Tolkien's pages. I wanted to stay, and it started off slowly and built in stages. Then the movies came, finally lending their visuals to dwarfs and mountains. They remained the same, epic from text to screen, familiar
friends, we fought for our lives against orcs and the like. For all that we were worth, I left my heart in Middle-earth. I found my escape, like hundreds of thousands did all around me. Books and movies reigned, became almost sacred for nerds abounding. Sure, our teachers complained, said that we should be reading things on the fucking curriculum or whatever. We knew they were insane. Kept going anyway, just for fun, and fandoms were formed. Many ships sailed ashore, we were stuck in our own mirth. I left my heart in Middle-earth. One does not simply walk away from a world filled with magic and madness. Yeah, I still believe that one day my gold will be brought from the mountains. You just wait and see, find out what you can be. Just open these books and you'll find out what it is like to be set free. I remember the day that I came across the beauty in Tolkien's pages. I knew I couldn't stay. I drifted away slowly through the ages. I don't have to fight, and I'm safe in the night, but I still afloat on these words. I left my heart in Middle-earth. There we go. That's more like it. That's less of a dour note. I can end a show on that note. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for tuning through the thing. If you were here in person, thank you for sticking around. And one thing I really wish YouTube would implement on this platform is the ability to raid out after a show. But since they haven't, I'm just going to go and make myself some fucking lunch. It's 1 p.m. here in CUKF land. And I'll see you fuckers soon. Thanks again, folks.